Now let's circle back to the preparation of the government, specifically DSWD, on typhoons. And now let's talk to DSWD Assistant Secretary Irene Dumlao. Thanks for joining us today, ASEC, and good morning. Can you hear us okay? ASEC?
Angela and
Hi.
Angelo, good morning.
Alright, hingi lang po kami ng update, ASEC, doon po sa preparation na ginagawa ng DSWD. Now we all know po na marami pong bagyo ang tatama po sa ating bansa this year.
Yes, Angela, ang Department of Social Welfare and Development is prepared to respond to all requests from various local government units that may be affected by Typhoon Bising and all other typhoons that we are expecting this year, and of course, all other disasters that might affect the country. In fact, as of 6 a.m. this morning, our agency has strategically prepositioned more than 3 million family food packs. These are prepositioned in various warehouses of the department in Luzon, in Visayas, and in Mindanao. And likewise, we have also started prepositioning our ready-to-eat food packs in major and critical ports across the country, following our signing of the agreement with the Philippine Ports Authority. And just the same, the department has deployed all our mobile command centers and our mobile command kitchens, including our water treatment trucks, to ensure the sustained government relief efforts to all areas that will be affected again by any disaster.
Alright. What measures naman po are in place? Kasi nakikita po natin na marami po sa mga pamilya po natin na di-displace every time nagkakaroon po ng bagyo sa ating bansa. Ano naman po yung measure na ginagawa ng DSWD to protect yung women and children inside evacuation centers? Kasi we all know naman po, kanina pinag-uusapan namin dito, yung we only have makeshift evacuation centers po eh.
DSWD is not only the lead in the food and non-food item provision under the response cluster of the NRIMC. We also lead in camp coordination and camp management and in the protection of internally displaced persons. Tama yung nabanggit mo, Ms. Angela, yung mga women, the elderly, children, and of course yung mga persons with
PWD,
disabilities.
yeah.
Magkakaiba po kasi yung pangangailangan ng mga yan, especially during disasters. So as part of our technical assistance to local government units, we capacitate them and we issue guidelines on how to better serve the diverse needs of these sectors. Yung pong mga staff natin, meron pong mga na-train dyan para matiyak na merong mga safe spaces and merong mga appropriate interventions for the vulnerable sectors, especially when they are inside evacuation centers. Meron din tayo mga referral pathways. Pinopost natin yan in all evacuation centers para alam kung ano yung mga possible cases of abuse, how to protect our vulnerable sectors. So all of this pertinent information are being disseminated in all our evacuation centers. And also, sabi ko nga, we have developed a toolkit para ma-detail ano yung mga appropriate interventions for internally displaced persons.
Yung ASEC, alam kasi natin, no, during yung mga sa evacuation centers, during calamities, ang nagiging isang issue or problem is, of course, nakakasakit yung mga evacuees natin. Ngayon, regarding medicine, madami po kasi nagtatanong evacuees, kanino daw sila hihingi? Is sa DSWD ba, LGU, or sa Department of Health?
Well, yung mga medicines po, Angelo, hindi po iyan nasa menu ng DSWD. But since the Department of Health is member of the response cluster, all information that we are able to capture or gather in our reports ay ini-endorse po natin sa DOH and all our local partners to make sure that these specific needs of our IDPs are addressed. Meron tayong tinatawag na phase form o yung family access card na during disasters na ginagamit po natin to profile all our internally displaced persons. So
Okay.
dyan po nakikita natin kung ano yung kanilang current situation and what are their specific needs so that we could accord the appropriate assistance.
Right. And lastly, ASEC, you mentioned nga po earlier, naka-preposition na yung mga goods, yung mga food packs na kakailanganin po if ever ng mga masasalanta po ng bagyo this year. Pero I was wondering paano po tayo nakikipag-coordinate din sa mga LGUs of different areas, yung mga important areas that you mentioned earlier, to make sure po na mabibigay po talaga yung mga food packs na ito from DSWD, especially sa mga isolated areas. Kasi from the reports po namin, recent years, lagi po nagiging problema yung
Far-flung.
delayed yung nabibigay po dun sa mga kababayan natin sa far-flung areas dahil nga kalimitan yung daanan, hindi nila madaanan because of the bagyo.
Yeah. Kung matatandaan, ang utos po ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa DSWD ay tiyakin yung kapanatagan nga po ng kalooban ng mga Pilipino na naapektuhan ng iba't ibang mga disasters. And tama yung observation po ninyo kung kaya nga po ang DSWD nag-implement tayo ng buong bansa handa program. Under the BDH program, the DSWD has strengthened its logistics and supply management by creating two parallel supply chains. First is government-driven and second is the private sector-driven. Dito lang sa government sector-driven, we have intensified the production of family food packs and the prepositioning of the same. So by virtue of relief prepositioning agreements, we are able to utilize warehouses of various local government units and private organizations so that aside from the regional warehouses and provincial warehouses of the department, nakakapag-preposition tayo even to areas that are geographically isolated and disadvantaged. The idea kasi or the concept of Buong Bansa Handa program is to parang make DSWD omnipresent everywhere in strategic parts of the country talagang nandun tayo so that hindi natin magiging problema yung kapag may problema sa logistics, may problema sa mobility, naapektuhan yung mga daan po natin, mga major roads, because aid or the assistance is already present on the ground.
Right.
That's the concept of the Buong Bansa Handa program. Parang hindi na po tayo maghintay ng few more days before government assistance reaches the area.
Alright, on that note, maraming salamat po muli sa inyong oras. Thank you for joining us. That was DSWD Assistant Secretary Irene Dublao. Thank you so much po.